What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyro here. We are back in the world of Feed the Beast. Now, in public disclosure, I have given myself one redstone. Reason why I did that is I kind of made a mistake, and this was something I was unaware of. Transmutation, the transmutation tablet, which is something I've never used before because I always just went straight to the condenser. But with transmutation tablets, there are multiple. I don't think you can use those, but right now I am on matter. And I thought this was the only method that you can use. And right now I've got EMC in there. Well, if I were to, let's say, drop one of those in there, I've got 128 EMC, I can't switch to fuel. I can't put the redstone in there. And this is the problem I had before, is it wouldn't let me put it in. Well, if you cycle all of that out where EMC hits 0, then you can put the redstone in, and then you can switch over to fuel and use fuel in here and fill that up and allow yourself, allow you to dupe or create or whatever you want to call it redstone. So that was the mistake that I made. Hopefully you guys won't lose your shit because I'm doing that. There's no other way to get beyond this. We'd have to end the series. So since I have redstone torches and I easily have the setup, I figure most of you won't mind. We'll see. So what we're going to do today is, I'm fucking tired of doing trees, and after doing a little bit of research, I have found a better way to go about doing what I want to do. So let me show you guys something called the darkroom. Now what a darkroom basically is well, it's kind of like that, but we're going to make it bigger. We need to make some more cobblestone real quick. Let's burn some of this stuff here. I don't need the redstone torches. And then we can lock... There we go. That's what I need. I need lots and lots of this. That ought to be enough. Okay. We're also going to need to clear a little area up. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of remodeling today. Well, maybe not today on camera, but at least... Of course, this is still when I shot the other video. It's 6:15 on a December 1st, but... Anyways, we're going to be doing some remodeling. We're going to kind of make things a little bit more pretty and a little bit more safe, which is the key word. I also want to secure this area so that I can actually run around even at night if I want to. So since we aren't going to be doing the whole tree thing anymore, because I found a better way, which I'll show you guys here shortly, I'm going to start slowly just working everything off and getting rid of it all. Okay, so right over here is where we're going to build our dark room. So we're going to do, let's see, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that'll probably work. Because you want it to be fairly decent size, but not too big. Let me use this to kind of give myself an idea of where we want. Bam. Okay. And that kind of gives you an idea. Some of you guys may know what I'm doing now because of the little secret that I just showed you guys. Damn it, it is already coming night again. Alright, that'll work. And we'll just take this straight across. Oh my god, can I fuck this up anymore? I mean, seriously. There we go. So, like I said earlier, with the tablet, we can pretty much make, at least with trees anyway, EMC of a greater, oh my god, really? Of a greater value than it costs to make the, yeah, we gotta sleep or we're gonna die. You can make more EMC per use from the bone meal than you lose. So it's a net gain. You end up winning and gaining stuff, and as opposed to losing stuff. Whoops, I missed one. Which is, oh, that's right. My bad. I'm retarded. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a dark room. Now, I know this worked in some of the older versions. I hope it still works now. We'll find out here in about 10 seconds. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this, if you guys notice on the ground, and I didn't know this before I played this version, or before I played this mod pack, and started doing research on creative ways to do things, which is basically what the whole mod is designed to make you do. In darkness, seeds and a lot of other plants will pop out of the ground. They can't grow in darkness. So one of the side effects is if with bone meal, and I didn't know this, you can, if you use bone meal on grass, then it spouts flowers and attempts to grow stuff. And I had no clue. I just thought it worked on plants. Hell, I didn't even know it worked on trees. I thought it was just a crop thing. So this dark room, what we're going to do here is we're going to make this room pitch black, so the light level will be too low for plants to exist on. And then we will stand in the middle of the room, pop the trigger, and we should end up with more EMC per tick than we use with the bone meal. At least that's the goal. So hopefully that'll work. All right, so let's bust this wall open here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and seal myself in. And now we're in pitch black. Wow, that is really, really pitch black. Where is brightness? There we go. Okay, well, hopefully that'll let you guys see at least a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see. And you'll see that everything just kind of spat out on the ground. Kind of like Lindsay Lohan after a really bad night at the bar. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and look. I think we're more or less in the center. And so you just spam it on the ground, and you'll notice that we're picking up things. And you just kind of spin around and do this. And then you just run around and you pick everything up. So you're going to get plants, you're going to get seeds, you're going to get a bunch of stuff. And this grass, honestly, should be too dark for the grass to even grow, which is kind of odd that it's holding up. Okay, so that was a fairly decent chunk of stuff. So we come over here. These are 16 EMC a piece. These are 4, 22. We got a ton of these seeds. And a ton of flour. How much of these flowers? There's 16 a piece. Well, 37. That's a lot of EMC right there. And so then we just cycle out the bone meal again. And let me completely drain the EMC so we can see 100%. Okay. So we've got 58. That's, let me do the math on that real quick. 48 times 58 is 2,784 EMC. So let's come in here. Seal ourselves in. It's pitch black again. And we'll just right click here on the ground. There we go. And we are just collecting plants like crazy. Like a regular Martha Stewart in here. There we go. And so we collect all this. As you can see, that is a lot of stuff we're collecting. Bust this open. I think that's just about everything. We got one flower over here. Wow, actually, no. Why won't it let me pick up the flower? Is it actually on the ground? There it goes. There we go. Okay. So the numbers, it cost us 2,784 EMC to get. We're at 0 now, so we were at 2,784. And we just used stuff that we got from there, and we more than doubled it. Yeah, we more than doubled it. So with this method, you know, I can just keep doing this over and over and over and over again, and I'm going to end up with ridiculous amounts of EMC. Now, the nasty thing is, some of the stuff that I need is fuel related, and I don't think, because we're locked in on matter. So I kind of have to dump all of our EMC out, which I can do there with bone meal. We can lock it towards matter, and then I don't know if I can even feed this stuff in. Yeah, I can't even feed it in. So it's going to be kind of nasty for me to switch back and forth until I get my fuel numbers up. But the nice thing about this is it will let me get, I won't have issues getting diamonds anymore in the future. So I will sadly still need a decent amount of trees, but the nice thing about this, when we switch over to, let's see, yeah, because we're gonna have to actually burn these trees, because trees are actually, well, let's, whoops, there we go. We'll leave those burning while I cycle everything. But yeah, I'll have to actually make coal and then turn coal into redstone. But thankfully, coal's value, I think, is 32. Redstone's value is 64. And that pretty much, it's not bad. So we're pretty square at this point. Because we've got that, we're going to be able to get our machines going. We're going to be able to get a macerator and a bunch of other stuff. So a lot of these challenges that I was really worried about not being able to do are going to become really easy very quickly. So the only thing I need to get now is some glowstone, and we can make a jump straight to regular EE3. No, not EE3, EE2. Keep forgetting we're not on EE3 yet. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get some decent numbers on some of the stuff that we need, and then we're going to start working on our machines. Alright, so thanks to a nice little darkroom that we've got set up over there, we have managed to acquire quite a few resources, and we are going to start working on our machine conversions. So first off, before we get started, we really needed to make a generator. Now, a generator is pretty simple. It's a furnace, a machine block, and an RE battery. So we're going to go ahead and make those. Well, actually, looks like we're going to be waiting till daylight real fast, and then we will work on those. There we go. So the generator is the basic building component for most of the machines that we will be utilizing, at least from the get-go. So what we need to make first off is a furnace, because that's the bottom one. That's pretty easy stuff. Elementary, my dear Watson. After that, we need to make a basic machine block, which is just refined iron in a circle. And then finally, we need to make, oh yeah, we got to make the, we need to make some rubber. So we have gotten a fairly decent amount, as you can tell, of sticky resin. That was one of the rewards we got from the chest over there. Well, with the sticky resin, we were able to, obviously, make rubber. Now, unfortunately, rubber has no EMC value, which you can see here, which means you can't burn it. Whoops, wrong click. Can't burn it, you can't put it in here, nothing. And that really, really blows. So, I mean, you can rock out with resin, but until you upgrade to some of the later machines, you're really hampered. I mean, obviously, I could go to a iron furnace, and this will burn a little bit quicker, and then eventually, you know, we can move to an electric furnace, which will be our long-term goal. But for now, you know, we're stuck with our nice ghetto furnace. And I may end up making a few dozen of these if it proves to get too nasty. But at the moment, it's not too terrible. We can just wait a couple seconds and it finishes making the 6 we need. Now we're going to make, the reason that we're worrying about rubber right now is we got to have some to make our RE battery, which is the last component that we need to make our first generator. So we're making our cable, or our copper cables. Now that we've got that made, we just need 10 on the outside and redstone on the inside. And now we've got our RE battery. And there we go. Now we have our generator. Now we are going to be using this area right here. Let me charge this up real quick. I don't understand why you have to charge that up. Come on. Oh, well. That'll work. Alright, so we're going to do our generator right here on the far left. And you can see it's got a little bay right there that's used for production. We're going to go ahead and steal one piece of charcoal from here. Go ahead and lock this towards... Oh, we got to get rid of the... Gotta get rid of the EMC first. Okay, we're gonna lock it towards that, and then we're gonna dump one of these in there, and bam. Wow, it really wasn't much. All right, we'll drop it down to, there we go. And that's gonna give us enough to power our generator for once we get it going. Okay, so now that we have our generator, our first product that we wanna make is a macerator. Now, there's a couple different kinds of macerators. There's the macerator, and then there's the rotary macerator. The rotary macerator is the big, bad brother of the normal macerator. So we're just going to start off with the little baby first, and we need to make this right here, the little circuit board. Thankfully, in our time that we've been making our other machines, we've freed up enough to do that. Wait, please tell me that was flint. Damn it. Alright, we're going to have to make some gravel here in a second with our what do you call it? Philo stone. Got to remember how to do that. Okay, so we've got some more of these. Just realized I really didn't need to make more, but over time we will be using them. Sorry for hearing the motorcycle in the background. That's my loud neighbor. 7 o'clock in the morning, but he's got to get to work apparently. And yes, it's December and I have my window open. That's just how weird I am. Okay, so we need to make... Where is... We need to make some gravel. Alright, so we've got sand, and I think sand is what we can turn into gravel. Is it there? No. Whoa! That was bad. That was real bad. Okay. Well, I am good at this. Really, really good at this. Lol. Okay, let me figure out how to make gravel real quick, and then we will continue on. Okay, so we didn't have any gravel, which is a bummer, but we do have sand, and you can turn sand into sandstone, and then you can turn sandstone... Boom. Into gravel. Now, hopefully... Oh, shit. Hopefully the Minecraft gods won't hate me for too long, and we can easily turn this into... Well, you know what? I'm going to give this one more shot, and then we're just going to complete a challenge, because that's how I roll. One of the nice things is, now that we have gotten redstone, we are able to make the electronic circuits, and as soon as you can make electronic circuits, that makes another challenge easily completable, the geothermal generator. So that will be our next challenge that we complete. Oh, for the love of God. Actually, you know what? I should probably be smart about this and put this... There you go. Now it's been learned. There we go. And for those who are unaware, if you put 4 sand into a crafting table, it will make sandstone. And I was unaware that... I was really worried that I'd broken the game again. You know, I seem to have that knack with adventure maps. But when we dropped down over there, we landed on a piece of gravel. Well, I did manage to save that gravel, but the first creeper explosion that exploded when I was leaving... right there, when I was leaving the monument. There we go. It just happened to take me out at the time. There we go. We've learned some flint. Let's put flint over here because we're going to need a couple. There we go. That's 3. So we can now make our macerator. Where is it? Macerator. There we go. So we've got our machine block. We got everything else. I think we made our machine block. Didn't we make her? I guess we didn't make our machine block. Well, shit. Could have sworn we did, but that's alright. We got enough refined iron to make it. So let's go ahead and make... Well, you know what? We're actually going to just make our... We're going to do the... Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do the macerator here in a second. I actually want to get our challenge done. There we go. There's our cells. Okay, so we got our cells, we got our machine block, we got our electronic circuit. What else is needed to make the geo generator? I thought it needed... Oh, no, it needs an actual generator, which we've got over there, but I don't want to use that one because we're going to need it. So we got to remake what we made a minute ago. Which isn't that big a deal. It's a minor annoyance. There we go. Put that there. That's why I made all these cables. No matter how many copper cables you make, it's never enough. Okay, so there's our machine blocks. We got that. We got that. And there. That gives us our generator. 2 refined iron, which I've got. Now we've got our glass. Okay, perfect. Boom, boom. And another challenge has been completed. Alright, while we're cooking that iron, let's go turn this in real quick. You can see this is our, where is it? Geothermal gen, right here. Let's toss it into our hole, feeding our beast. Apparently the beast is not hungry. There we go. Come on. Light up for Pyro. You know you want to. Give that just a second. Okay, so it's going to be on the right side, and it's... Whoa! Okay, don't kill me. We're going to get into our little hole here. Rest till morning, and then we're going to go check and see our prize. Other nice thing I wanted to point out for those of you guys who are unaware, just having... oh, shit. Just having territory like this, I don't know if it's a dirt thing or just, you know, in general, but farm animals will start spawning, which is really nice. There we go. Okay, he's down. Alright, so where is our blue one? Oh, it's the one right here. Cool. Well, cross your fingers. Hopefully we get something nice. Lapis lazuli. Good. And an ink sac. Awesome. That's one of the, or two of the things we need for the other challenge, which is on the left side. Okay. So let's add both of these real quick to our tablet. There we go. It has learned the ink sac, and bam, it has learned lapis. Beautiful, beautiful. And these right here are used, if I remember right, for... It may be the ender chest. Is it the ender chest? No, it's the... It's one of these over here. Maybe it's the builder. Yeah. So we've got landmark, we've got ink sacs. Dandelion yellow is made from dandelions. Wow, this is actually very, very easy to make. Oh, we're going to be chewing through these achievements pretty quick. So, dandelion yellow is that and the diamonds are going to be the tricky parts of this. So, what I'm going to do real quick, so that we can go ahead and knock that, well, we'll save that for next episode. Let's finish off our macerator, which is one of the things that we have been wanting to do. The other thing is, once we've got the macerator going, we can actually make our bronze blocks, or our bronze ingots, which will allow us to make even more of the stuff. Alright, so there's the macerator. That's what we need. We've got this. We've got this. I've got my 3 of those, and I've got that. So we are good to go to make this little monster. There we go. Perfect. Bring you here. Bam. And then we just need to connect these with that. And now when we burn a little charcoal in here, you'll see this start to fill up, and we can grind some of these up. I believe we can grind, yep, and you'll see it's filling right there, which is going to turn that into a powder. We got to be careful because this doesn't have any storage on it. We'll probably want to hook this up to a bat box eventually, but you don't want to fill this up because then you're just wasting juice. And then I need copper, so we need 1, 2, 3 copper. Drop you out, and that will allow us to make bronze. Anyways, guys, we have gotten a little bit closer to unlocking the secrets of this monument. Next episode, we are going to make the builder, which will allow us to complete that achievement. And then we're going to be able to start looking at some of the other challenges that required bronze that previously we weren't able to do. Basically, it's going to unlock forestry for us. So we'll be able to get an automated farm, might be able to utilize these bees that we've got from the other challenge, and should be rather interesting. So hopefully you guys are liking this series. If you do, please click that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, tips, tricks, and guides. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.